Hi guys, I'm Priscilla and me and Anna are part of Foodie Sisters. So here comes my first mukbang. So today I'm eating, what is this? Pork bones? Yeah, it's part of the soup. And here is the big bowl of soup. And I have some rice to go with it as well. So here we start. Let's put this rice in the soup because I like it that way. Whoa! Mix it. Yeah, this soup is like a Chinese soup my mum made. I'm not sure what it's called in English, but it's some kind of, I guess, herb. Well, in Chinese it's called 虫头发. Yeah, 虫头发汤. And yeah. Oh. Okay, be careful not to spill anything, which I think I sort of did. Nice and warm. So right now I'm living in Australia and it's like quite cold. So that's why I'm eating some warm soup to warm me up. Yeah, I've got this teddy bear with me. It doesn't have a name. Should I give it a name? I mean, a lot of people, I know, have names for other things. Like, they even call their phone, like give their phone a name, or the computer a name, which I think is quite a weird thing to do, as if it's their best friend. Let's have some meat. Kogi. Wow. They're all really just bones, so there isn't much to it. I hope it's not too dark. So today is a Monday and I don't have uni today. I've just woken up like, what time did I wake up? I don't know, what time did I wake up? But I'm only just eating brunch now, which is like 3 p.m. Okay, that's bad. Oh well. You know, I was thinking of doing like a special food for my first mukbang. Like, there's a Taiwanese shop just out on the road which sells those Japanese pancakes. Like, They're sort of buns-ish with like fillings inside. But I was thinking, oh, I shouldn't spend until, I don't know, until I'm more popular with this stuff. Yeah, so I just eat anything at home. I think there's like 12 or 13 pieces in this plate. Yeah, something like that. I counted when I put them on. I wonder where I should put my bones. So you know what? I've been sad a couple of days because, telling the truth, I got rejected. It was like my first confession. Yeah, so it happened last Thursday. And I've been sad a couple of 4 days, but today I'm like, I woke up and I know I didn't feel sad anymore. I felt energized. So that's a good thing. I got over it quick. Sorry if I'm not looking directly at the camera because I'm not used to these stuff. It's my first time actually recording on webcam. Well, not on webcam, also Skype. But yeah, recording on YouTube, I guess. So, pardon if I'm not really looking directly to the camera. I try to. This isn't really like one of my favorite foods. I'd say my favorite foods are watermelon. I really love it in winter. I mean, not winter, in summer. Yeah, in summer. It tastes so good. Like, it's so refreshing because there's so much water in there, so much water content. It's like you don't have to drink water anymore. It's better than water. And other foods I like are curry. I really love chicken curry and potatoes, and also the sauce in the rice. What else do I like? I like roast duck, Chinese roast duck. So good. Also, in the Chinese hot pots, I like the type of fish balls that have fish roe inside. Well, in Chinese, it's called yu bao dan. Yeah, and I also like tofu yu, which is the fish tofu ball in the hot pot. Yeah. And I always love noodles, like Singapore noodles, udon noodles, the noodles my mum makes. I love it over rice. It's like noodles, rice, then chow mein, then congee. Well, congee is like a watery rice thingy. It's sort of like porridge. Congee is I guess, Asian thing. Yeah. But yeah. Noodles. I mean, rice noodles. Next time maybe I'll eat noodles, like udon noodles. Yeah. It tastes so good with those fish tofu balls. You know, I wonder how long it'll take me to finish this. Because I know some mukbangs, they last for like a few 20 or 30 minutes. But some others, like on the Korean broadcasting shows, they go for like 2 or 3 hours. Like, how do they do that? I mean, you can do that if it's live and you talk to people. But yeah, if they go for that long, if they eat for that long, wouldn't the food go cold and it won't really taste nice if it's that long? Like, this is already cold. Partly because it's like winter at the moment. Yeah, so I'll tell you about my first confession story. Well, there was just this one guy who was being like super friendly. In my aspect, it was like super friendly. It's almost like flirting. I don't know if like guys flirt a lot. Like, shouldn't you just do it to the person you like to show that you're showing interest and not just being playful flirting to everybody? Yeah. So it was being way too nice, too friendly. And or maybe it's just me, like I don't have much experience with like guy friends because I went to an all-girls high school, so I don't know what boys are like. Like, I don't even know how to be friends with a boy. Yeah, so being way too nice and, like, I don't know, he got touchy really fast. It was like, is that flirting? It made me confused. So, okay. An idol came to Australia. It's Jackie Chan's group, JJCC. They came over for auditions and a concert. So I went to the auditions and the concert. And then after, a member of JJCC, Prince Mac, he held some dance workshops in Sydney at Crossover Studios. So, yeah, I didn't go to any of the workshops. Well, I did one, but that was all. But my friend, obviously Anna, who is a huge fan of JJCC and Prince Mac, yeah, she went to as many workshops as she could. And I accompanied her. So I was just like waiting outside, waiting for her to, whoa. I just flicked something. I hope it didn't go on the computer. Okay. Yeah, so I was waiting for her. And then I told this one guy, that I was gonna go to accompany my friend Anna at the Prince Mac workshop. I just call it Mac shop for short. Yeah. And then I was like, I'll be there to accompany her. And then all of a sudden he showed up. I was very excited. Yeah, so he showed up. That was like, is that a sign? Like, I didn't even tell him to come. Yeah. And then so then I thought that was a sign, and since I liked him, I got everyone I knew or were friends with who went to the audition. So I made a gathering to karaoke, and I invited him, and I asked him to come, and he came. Ooh. And then so we had karaoke, and then we had dinner as a group, and then after, when we were going to leave for home, okay, so everyone went home pretty quickly because the train arrived early, but for me, I had to wait 25 minutes for my train because I just missed the train. And there was also another girl who had 25 minutes to go, but it was on another platform. What did I eat? Okay. So then, his train actually came, I don't know, in 6 minutes, but he chose to stay and wait with me. So, I thought he was interested. Not only that, but when the 25 minutes was up and my train was arriving, he actually caught the same train as me. It didn't even stop at his stop. It went past his stop. Yeah, he just caught the same train as me and just got off the first stop, which was past his stop. He had a lot to talk about. He had a lot to share. These signs, isn't it that someone is interested in you? They wait with you. They even sort of go home halfway with you. So confused. And even once, we were hanging out alone. And then we're actually going around shopping. And so we were just wandering around at the markets. And then, I don't know, he'd be so close to me that he'd almost bump into me. Plus, he put his hand on my shoulders and guided me from behind. It's like this person walking there, and like you put your hand on their shoulders and you just like guide them. I don't know if it's like a regular thing guy friends do. Maybe because I have another family friend who actually told me, oh, that's actually pretty casual for guys to do that. But then purposely bumping into me, like, what is that? Flirting? And after all that, I was so confused that I wanted an answer. So I decided to confess. Like, it's not my usual thing to confess. I'm pretty like a traditional conservative girl. Like, I've always wanted the guy to confess, but because I like this person so much, I suddenly had the confidence and courage to like confess, actually be female dominant and confess. Like, wow, I'm a crazy girl. So what happened was, I invited him to a cafe after work. And yeah, he came. And then I actually asked like, oh, what did you mean? I asked 4 questions, okay. What did you mean when you waited with me at the Prince Mac shop? And you know what his answer was? It was just like, it's because I wanted to get to know you guys. Like, we just met and I wanted to get to know you guys. And then the second question was, what did you mean when you waited with me for my train, when you could have like gone home first because his train arrived earlier? And he was like, oh, since you asked me out to the event, like, didn't you want to talk to me? Like, you don't just, I know, go to events and just finish and go. Like, expect to socialize. I'm like, okay, fine. And then my third one was, then why did you actually catch the same train as me, even though it went past your stop? And then, yeah, even though it went past your stop. And well, I forgot his answer. But it was like, all his answers were like, just friends. And then lastly, the final question was, do you like me? He didn't answer it straight away. I tried to look into his eyes to see if he's like, I don't know, but he's sort of like looking away, like sort of like don't know an answer to come up with. I'm like, yeah. Okay, I really hope he doesn't find this video. OMG. Okay. And then he was like, yeah, I like you as a friend. I have no feelings for you. Like, okay. Those are the words that are coming from your mouth. Yep, so I got my answer. I got rejected. But then after that, we left. Like, we went out of the cafe. And then I was like, which route is closer to Central Station? And then I was like, this way or that way? And then he told me it was this way. And then I'm like, alright, we'll take this way. And then he's like, no, let's take this way. The longer route, because there's more to see. Like shops. And I'm like, okay. What does that mean again? And then when we got to the station, I hope my head is still in the picture. Okay, yeah. When we got to the station, he was like, oh, did you want to go to Homebush? Which was like the terminal stop of his train. Yeah, so he was like looking up to the timetable. He's like, do you want to go to Homebush? And I was like, why would I? It stops, and it doesn't even go in my direction. Like, I have to waste even more time to get to home to have dinner. And my parents were waiting for me. And then, okay, it was like a rather quick 3 minutes. It was like 3 minutes for both of us for our trains to come, which came at the same time. And then, okay, my train came first. And then I was like, oh. I was like, bye. And then I was actually like stepping towards the train to leave. And then he suddenly like, I don't know if he grabbed me, but he hugged me. So is that a comforting hug? Or I wasn't telling the truth and I like you inside, but I'm not in the right circumstance to date yet. I don't know. Yeah, so I just got depressed for the next 4 days. But now I'm more better. So that's good. I'm just glad, like, if he really doesn't like me that way, I'm just really glad, like, he could play it off well and make it not awkward so that we could still be friends.